In this video, I'm going to show you how I made hardtack. The hardtack is pretty much just a hard biscuit. It's got a bit of history to it. It was used quite a bit during the Civil War. It's just an army ration that was issued to soldiers. The nice thing about hardtack is that it lasts a long time and you don't have to store it in anywhere special. And it's really good for something like a camping trip, which is what I intend to use it for. So with that, let's show you how to make it. So in order to make the hardtack, I have three main ingredients. I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cups of water, and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So a very simple recipe. So what we're going to do is throw it all in a bowl and mix it up real good. Flour, water, and salt. Alright, so now that we got the dough all good and kneaded and mixed up, we're going to go ahead and flatten it with the rolling pin. So what I have here is just a glass cutting board and sprinkled some flour on it so it doesn't stick. Now while I'm doing this, I'm also having the oven preset to 370 degrees. So by the time I'm done with this, I should be ready to throw it right in the oven. I'm looking for a thickness about 1/2 inch to 3/4 inches. You don't really want to go much thicker than that. That looks pretty good, close to 1/2 inch I think. Alright, so now what I'm going to attempt to do is cut this into squares approximately 3 inches by 3 inches, and they're as close as possible as I can get to that. Okay, so now I've got my biscuits cut out. I was able to make 6 out of this. Probably could have stretched it out a little bit more. But anyways, so now I'm going to put some holes in it just to make sure that they cook all the way through. This is also the original way that they were made. So when you poke your holes, just make sure that they go all the way through the biscuit. So 9 holes in total. Now we'll go ahead and just do the rest of these, and we'll get back to you when that's done. Alright, so now that we've got all the holes put in, our biscuits are ready to throw into the oven. It's set, like I said, at 370, and we'll let them sit in there for 30 minutes and set a timer, and then we'll pull them out, flip them over, and bake them for another 30 minutes. Now that we've got our hardtack out of the oven, we're just going to let it cool off a little bit because it is hot, and then it should be good to eat after that. Remember, when you're eating this stuff, there's a reason it's called hardtack. It's very hard. So there's a couple different things you can do. You can soak it in water, you can soak it in soup. A lot of times soldiers would soak it in their coffee, but you're probably going to want to do something to soften it up a little bit before you try to eat it. The nice thing is though, it lasts a long time. I used to have some hardtack that I had for probably about 5 years, and it just sat in my haversack for years, and I still ate it after that. It doesn't taste all that great, but the nice thing is that it keeps for a long time and still has some nutrients in it. Does it? Actually, I don't even know.
I don't think it does.
So that's going to be it for this video. Pretty simple to make this stuff. There's a whole bunch of different recipes out there, but what it really comes down to is the basic flour, salt, and water. Mix it together and bake it, and that's how you get hardtack. So can't wait to have a delicious meal out of this. Super excited about that.